the Mortuary haunted house in New Orleans. I saw another creator talking about the Mortuary, and I just wanted to share our experience with the Mortuary because we got to do a spirit hunt at night. It was really, really cool. In 2009, you were able to go to the Mortuary after hours. You are to stay there until like 3 or 4 in the morning exploring the haunted house. In the dark, at night, they only give you a headlamp, and they give you the rods that cross each other, like when you come across a spirit, give you a tape recorder. It was a group of my friends and my sisters and I, and we went to explore the Mortuary at night in the dark. It's an intense, unique experience. We get there and they explain the rules to us, and you go floor to floor. You have like I think an hour per floor, and they give you a floor to start on. Your group starts on one floor. Bottom floor have the actual embalming table from the funeral home. Also have the embalming tools there underneath like a glass that they were in that area. Presence is it's such a heavy feeling when you're in there. It was hard to breathe in. New Orleans is humid all year round, but it was like a humid like feeling that just like it took over, like it kind of hurt to breathe inside this place. I only had 1 or 2 things that did happen like while we were there, and that really kind of freaked me out. In your mind, you're like, is this because I'm summoning spirit? Is it my mind playing tricks on me? You know, at one point I was sitting on the floor and I went to lean a certain way, and when I did, like I felt like something touched my waist, and I was like, okay, it's probably my mind. Nobody was around me. It's like kind of doing their own thing because everybody's exploring. My waist, I'm like, I turn around, nobody is behind me. Well, like they're just all walking around, see if they can catch something. I went to go sit by, like they have like a bar area, or props for the haunted house everywhere. You're surrounded by props. I felt something like, almost like push me. Okay, I don't know, it was just really, that's when I told them like, it's getting late. We're all tired. I don't know if I'm starting to feel things and then starting messing. I don't want to bring anything home. It was kind of getting to the point where I was scared. We go ahead and finish our little ghost hunt. It was really cool. I wish they still did that. Again, that was a really cool experience. It was worth all the money. Something to do during like Halloween time. I don't know why they stopped doing it. I think they only did it this one season. Once I got home, I called my mom. She wanted to know, how everything was, and I was telling her everything. And she said, you don't remember the Mortuary, do you? Like, why would I remember the Mortuary? She said, that's where your mama and your aunt were waked. That's insane. She goes, what if it was them trying to let you know that, we see you? It was scary to think that my mama and my aunt were there and they were embalmed there. It's kind of weird. It's just a weird feeling. Behind the Mortuary, there is their own cemetery, but my aunt and my mama and my family members, they're across the street in a different cemetery from the Mortuary. My mom is from New Orleans. She grew up in the 9th Ward. Mom is African American and Filipino. So in her culture in the Philippines, with my grandfather's side, they were to stay with the body. So my mom said she remembers growing up and staying at the Mortuary overnight with family members because they were not allowed to leave the bodies. She tells us stories about that all the time. She tells us how she would have to sleep in the funeral home. They weren't allowed to leave the body until it was buried in the ground. It is something in her Filipino culture on that side with my grandfather, because he was from Manila. That is pretty crazy, and I feel bad for my mom. I can't imagine being a kid and having to do that. I just wanted to share the story about the Mortuary, our experience with ghost hunting at the Mortuary, because I just think it was really cool. Y'all have a great night, and thank you again for listening.